Hi Primary 4, today inshallah we are going to take Unit 8 in the Bark Time for English. Unit 8 in the Bark Time for English. As usual, let's start with our new words. Boxes, buses. Boxes, buses. Pencil cases, sandwiches, purses, kisses, lashes, matches, pushes. Again, boxes, buses, pencil cases, sandwiches, purses, kisses, lashes, matches, pushes. To make the word, to change the word from singular to plural, you can add s, es, ies. Boxes ended with x, so we put es. Boxes end with x, so we add es. Buses end with s, so we add es. Pencil case already end with e, so we only put s. Sandwiches and the word sandwich end with ch, so we put es. Purse already end with e, so we add s. Kiss end with double s, so we add es. Lash end with sh, so we add es. Match end with ch, so we add es. Push end with sh, so we add es. So when the word end with x, ch, sh, double s, we add es to make it plural. Boxes, buses, pencil cases, sandwiches, purses, kisses, lashes, matches, and the last word is bushes. Let's move to the grammar of today. There are countable nouns and uncountable nouns. There are countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns can be singular or plural. Countable nouns can be singular or plural. We use are with plural and is with singular. We use are with plural and is with singular. We use are with plural and is with singular. We use some with affirmative and any with negative. We use some with affirmative and any with negative. We use some with affirmative and any with negative. For example, bone, bones, tree, trees, river, river. These are countable nouns. We change it from singular into plural by adding s. Mountain, river, rivers, mountain, mountains. These are countable nouns. We change from singular into plural by adding s. Okay? Uncountable nouns like tea, sugar, salt, coffee, juice, water, milk. Read and write the letter. Read and write the letter. Okay? Number 1. A with 4. A with 4. There are some trees, there aren't any bones. There are some trees, there aren't any bones. B with 1. B with 1. B with 1. There are some mountains, there isn't any grass. There are There are some mountains, there isn't any grass. There are some mountains, there isn't any grass. See with two. See with two. There is some snow, there isn't any sand. There is some snow, there isn't any sand. There's some wildlife. D with three. D with three. There's some wildlife. There aren't any rivers. There is some wildlife. There aren't any rivers. Again, A with 4, B with 1, C with 2, D with 3. A with 4, B with 1, C with 2, D with 3. Compare the pictures. What's different? Write sentences about pictures. Okay? Number 1, there's some grass. There aren't any rivers. There is some grass. There aren't any rivers. Number 2, there are some trees. There isn't any sand. There are some trees. There isn't any sand. Number 3, there aren't any mountains. There is some wildlife. There aren't any mountains. There is some wildlife animals. As I said before, some with affirmative and any with negative. Some with affirmative, any with negative. Choose. There, some grass. Grass is uncountable noun, so we can take are or aren't. Okay? We only take is or isn't, but some with affirmative, so there is some grass. There is some grass. Number 2, there some mountains. There space some mountains. Mountains is countable nouns, and here we have s. So we have to take are or aren't, but some with affirmative, so we can't take aren't. We take are. There are some mountains. There are some mountains. There is some. Here we have is, so we have to choose uncountable nouns. Uncountable noun. There is some sand. We can't take rivers or mountains because both of them are plural and we have is here, so there is some sand. Put any or some. Put any or some. There is space sand. Here we have is not isn't, so some, because any with negative and some with affirmative. Any with negative and some with affirmative. There is some sand. There is some sand. Number 2, there isn't grass. There isn't grass. Okay? Isn't here negative. Isn't here negative. So we can't take some, we take any. There isn't any grass. There isn't any grass. Number 3, there are rivers. There are rivers. Here are is an affirmative, so we can't take any. There are some rivers. There are some rivers. Number 4, there aren't mountains. Aren't here is a negative, so there aren't any mountains. There aren't any mountains. Answer? There is some sand. There isn't any grass. There are some rivers. There aren't any mountains. And now this is the end of this video. See you inshallah in another video.